Okay, hello. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is Vivek, and I will be taking over and I will be giving you the topic for this week, for this evening, and you will get to see shortly the topic which I'm about to say. But the first question I'd like to ask you is, why would you follow any person when you're outside or in your life? Okay, if you're lost and if you want to know the right direction.
To trust him.
Okay.
And to become better version of ourselves.
Okay. You follow someone for that. Any other? If you're influenced by someone. Okay. Okay.
To learn something.
To learn something. Okay.
Nothing new.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for the answer. So I was actually thinking about this. Why do I follow, or why would anyone follow someone in this world? And some answers that I came up with, some answers which you already said, was maybe he or she is a famous celebrity on social media. You forgot about that. Follow on Instagram. Or you're just curious. Or you lost your way, as Sakyat said. Or maybe you will get something out of it. But the thing is, this is how most horror movies start. Know this? This is exactly how horror movies start in real life. So you should be very careful when you're following a person. And as you've already learned, as you've already heard in the past week, our theme for this semester is Follow Me. And because we're a Christian organization, I am going to talk tonight about following Jesus, or to be more precise, why follow Jesus? What's so special about Jesus? And I would like to take some time to basically talk about this and explain you some of the points which I was able to come up with, some of the points which I was able to find, and hopefully you will have a better understanding, or you will have better reasons as to why you can follow Jesus. The first one is, He will reward us. He will reward us for what? For following Him. Let's learn more about this now. So basically in the Bible there is a verse in Luke 9. I don't know if most of you can see it at the back. It's written in Luke 9:23 right there, that if anyone would come after me, this is Jesus who's speaking. And Jesus is saying, if anyone would come after me, he must deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. Now, that's a lot of Christian terms, so let's just learn it one after the other. There are two important points which I want you to learn, which I want you to take note of. To deny himself, what does that mean? The second one is take up his cross daily. So these two are two important points which you need to understand this entire sentence. And in the so if we look at the first one, to deny himself, it basically means that Jesus is telling, say no to sinful desires of your life. And maybe you are asking yourself, what exactly do you mean by sinful desires? You know exactly what I'm talking about. You go about in your life and you look at a person wrongly, you talk about a person wrongly, and Jesus over here is saying, say no to all of these. That is exactly what Jesus is telling. Say no to wrong desires. And if we go to the next one, take up his cross daily. With that, what Jesus wants to tell you is, if you say no to these desires, people are not going to like you. People want you to see things wrongly. People want you to speak wrongly, to do wrong things. So if you say that I don't want to do wrong things, people are not going to like you and people will hurt you. So what Jesus is saying over here is, even if they hurt you and even if you feel pained, bear the pain joyfully because you are following Jesus. So this verse in essence means, You must say no to your sinful desires, and if you get hurt because of that, it's fine. Endure it and follow me, is what Jesus is telling. Bear that pain and follow me. Now, it's all nice in theory, but if you ask the question, Jesus, how long should I take this? What is the point of this? Every day I don't know how long I'm going to live. 40 years maybe. So for 40 years I need to keep on taking on that pain, and what is the end point of this? So if you ask that question, that's good, because Jesus gives you the answer for that as well. He says no one who has left home or brothers or sisters or mother or father or children or fields for me and the gospel will fail to receive 100 times, and in the age to come, eternal life. So Jesus is basically promising two things for you if you follow him, the two rewards for you, that you will receive 100 times of everything that you lost while you are following him, and the second thing is the most important gift, the gift of eternal life. And that is the amazing reward that you're going to get for following Jesus. And that is what I mean by the first point, why you should follow Jesus. He will reward us. So you will get rewarded for everything that you lose, and also you will have the reward of eternal life. But you might have the question, eternal life is in the future after I die. What now? How long do I need to wait for that eternal life? My future is fine, because you're telling me, Jesus, that you are going to take care of my eternal life. But what about now? If you ask that question, then I like you and you're smart. You're smart people. So, an answer for that question is, Jesus takes care of you now, right now, as well. And that is the second reason why you should follow Jesus. Because he is the good shepherd. Let's learn more about this. So, if you know about this not concept, but if you know who a shepherd is someone who takes care of sheep, and that shepherd, he needs to be naturally strong, because he needs to protect his sheep from natural predators, from wild animals like lions or wolves, and he needs to basically protect his sheep. The sheep cannot protect themselves. All they know is how to say bah, and that's what they do all day. So if there's a lion standing in front of it, it's not going to start martial arts or something. So the shepherd needs to take care of that. And the second thing that the shepherd needs to be is he needs to be intelligent. Like I said a few moments ago, sheep cannot express their pain, they cannot speak, all they know how to say is bad. So if a sheep has something wrong, the shepherd needs to be wise enough and smart enough to understand that, okay, there's something wrong with that sheep. And also, a shepherd, sometimes he has this amazing sense of intuition that he knows where to go to get tasty grass for his sheep. And he does know this without even tasting the grass. So think of it, sometimes I get my salt wrong in my food after tasting it for 3 or 4 times. But a shepherd knows where to go to get tasty grass. He is such intelligent. And the third point that a shepherd needs to be is, a shepherd needs to be good. By good, I am meaning that he needs to be kind and he needs to be patient, because for the third time, sheep are not the most intelligent creatures out there, because they do some funny things like this. You can see that he just pulled the sheep out of the ditch and he jumps right back into the ditch. So that is what sheep do. They don't have any intelligence for themselves. So I find this really amazing, because in the Bible, Jesus advertises himself as the good shepherd. So when Jesus is calling himself the good shepherd, it means that he is strong, he is wise, or he is intelligent enough, and He's also good enough to take care of you. So as you go through your life, and if you're feeling weak, and if you feel like you don't know what to do, and if you are depressed, and if you want someone to lean on, you've got the Good Shepherd. Right here and right now, He is more than strong, He is more than intelligent, He is more than good to take care of you. And that is the second reason why you could follow Jesus. He is the Good Shepherd. I'll wait until it finishes. It's so funny this. And the third reason which I want to bring to your notice is Jesus is personal. What exactly do I mean by that? So in John chapter 1, John is a book in the Bible. In John chapter 1 it says, "In the beginning was the Word, and Word was with God, and the Word was God." Now this is a fairly complicated sentence. So I want to break this down to you. And the second sentence which I want to bring is, the Word became flesh and He made His dwelling among us. So what is the Word? Who is God and all that? In this sentence, the word basically means Jesus. The word means Jesus, and when it is written, therefore, that in the beginning there was Jesus, and Jesus was God. So when it says that word was God, it means that Jesus was God. And it says over here that the Word became flesh and made His dwelling among us. So it's saying that Jesus made His dwelling among us. So Jesus, the God, made His dwelling among us. And I find that pretty hard to believe, or it doesn't make sense to my logical mind. Because you know where God lives. God lives in heaven, and everything is perfect in heaven. There is only joy, there is only happiness, there is only purity. Why would you come to earth to make your dwelling among us? And that is what I do not understand, and that is what I feel is so precious over here, that He left heaven to come to us because He desires a personal relationship with us. He wants to be close to us. And because of that, it almost says that it's like I said, it doesn't make sense in my mind even now. Like God would choose to come so close to me, to understand, to have a personal relationship with me. And it says, and because of Him coming so close to us, what we can say is, you can think of it this way. If you have an extremely close friend, you would not be afraid to share your pains and your happiness with your friend. You can share it with your friend without the fear of being judged. And that's the same thing with Jesus. Because He's so close to you, you can share your pains with Him. You can share how your day was with Him. Maybe you had a bad day and you can share it with Him. And maybe you are depressed, you're angry, you can share it with Him. And He will listen to you. He will listen because He's so personal and He's so close to you. And not only that, you can also share the good things with Him. Maybe you pet a dog today, or maybe a person smiled to you in the supermarket, or maybe the food was good. You can share all that with Jesus because He's so personal and He's so close to you. And I find that to be so beautiful and so amazing that the God of heavens, who is supposed to sit up there, would come down and would be so close to us. And I feel that would make it extremely worthy to follow Him. You can talk to Him through all the bad things and He will listen. Jesus wants to be close to you. So in summary, I want to recollect all the 3 points once again, why you should follow Jesus. The first one is, if you follow Jesus, things might not be good, things will not be good, but He will reward you greatly for that. The second point is, Jesus is the Good Shepherd, so He will take care of you as you go through life. And the third point is, Jesus is personal and He's close to you, So you can listen to him and you can, so he will listen to you and you can talk to him and you can have a relationship with him. And if you are maybe thinking that, okay, this sounds a little bit too theoretical to be true, this sounds a little bit too ideal to make sense. If it would help you, I would like to share a little bit of my own life story so that you can see better why you could follow Jesus. This was back in 2019, in August, right from August until February. So August, September, October, November, December, January, February, 7 months. 7 months I was completely depressed. And that was something which I had never experienced before in my life. And it was a whole new experience to me because that was a whole new level of depression. And I was so depressed and I was I did not know what to do and I wanted to end it. I wanted to die basically. But the thing is, I did not have the guts to take my own life. I was too scared to take my own life. And so every day I would go out of my house maybe for buying things, and when I'm riding on my motorbike, the Motorrad, every day I would hope that someone would come and collide with me and just end my life over there. I was hoping every day, and when I would make it back home safely, I was sad. I was genuinely sad that I had to continue to go through my life. And sometimes maybe I would be doing repairs in my house and I would climb up onto a high place. I never had the guts to actually jump down. I was hoping that something would happen and I would fall down, break my neck. End of story. But every time I would make it down safely. And imagine that, feeling sad because you come home safely, feeling sad because you are safe without any injuries. And that is what my life was for those 7 months. And every night when I would go to my bed, I was happy because that day ended. I did not have to deal with that day anymore. And every morning when I woke up, I was sad again because 18 more hours I have to go through this nonsense once again. And Jesus saved me from all of that. I never wanted to come to Germany. I wanted to die somewhere. I was hoping, I was desiring of dying somewhere in India, but Jesus brought me here and made me meet you amazing and beautiful people. How nice is that? And I'm not I don't think that it was Jesus who saved me because of butterflies in my stomach. I don't think that is the case at all. I'm not an art student. I don't make things up in my mind. I'm an engineering student. I want some proofs. If there is no proof, I don't believe it. So I know for sure that it is Jesus. I know for sure. And what I'm thinking right now is, if he can do this in my life, if he can save a depressed and a suicidal maniac like me, how much more can he do through you? Smart and amazing and great people and people who are much more intelligent than me. That is exactly what is going through my mind. So I hope that my little flashback would help you would give you hope that, following Jesus is worth it. And he will not let you down. He proved himself to me. And he can do the same thing to you. So if you want some proof, I am the proof. Following Jesus will result in good happening in your life. He will always be with you and he will lead you through it all, because he's the good shepherd and he will not leave your side. So that concludes my talk for the evening, and I hope that you learned something. I hope that you, maybe a little bit, you can now think that maybe following this person is not such a bad idea. Maybe when I'm sleeping on my bed, sitting on the toilet, if you think about it, it will be pretty cool. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to come and ask me. That concludes my topic.
ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഭാഗവതി എന്നോട്